I'm Mous Lamrabat, and I'm 37 years old. Mous stands for Mustafa. I don't know why people call me Mous still, by the way, but
You don't like it
my
that you lose?
um, but basically, like my parents are the only people that pronounce my full name.
Mm.
So like every time when I hear my full name, I feel like I'm in trouble or something, you know. So it's like when I hear my full name, it's like. So like I said, I'm 37. I'm living in Belgium. I'm traveling to Morocco a lot. I mean, before the pandemic, and I'm trying to be a photographer. I mean,
I think you're
this
very.
is what you.
I don't think you're.
I mean,
I think you're a really great photographer. That's just my opinion.
thank you, and I appreciate that. But I'm very hard on myself, so I'll still tell to people that I try to be a photographer. And yeah, it got me to some places though, you know, like this is also the reason why you called me. Like if I was not a photographer, then this would be a weird conversation.
Yeah. Okay, what do you like most about being an artist?
Oof. There's a couple of things that I really love about it. And I love that I do what I like. Like it's a blessing. Alhamdulillah. It's like I can really do what I want, you know, what I always dreamed of, you know. I don't have to answer to nobody. I like the freedom is like, you know, that's the best thing ever. And there was, I don't know who it was, there was someone that said once that artists are the most dangerous people on the planet.
Yeah.
Because they can adapt to every group of people.
That's true. Yeah. Didn't become a full-time artist, what would you be doing instead?
I think I would be a teacher.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I actually studied to be a teacher, to be around kids. I still like to be around kids still because they are very real, you know.
You think
they don't do small talk. They don't do
You think one day I'll end up like teaching kids like in the future, like photography or art?
That's the plan, yeah. I would love to teach, you know, like practical courses, and maybe on an academy. Maybe if I live in Morocco by that time, to have like, I don't know, to teach photography for people. Like maybe you can start your own school, you know, like that people that want to learn photography, that you can teach them.
That's really nice.
I mean, it's a dream, you know, but like, you know better than me, everything costs money, and you must be a really good artist to win like a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite music to listen to when you're on a shoot?
Hip hop. Hip hop for sure. Like if it's 90s hip hop, yeah, then it's the perfect day. But I can also, I mean, I can handle new hip hop actually too.
Do you feel like your music like influences the music you pick influences your photographs?
I always say that you can always see in photographs if people had fun. And for me, it's always super important. And you can ask anybody that worked with me before. I really like to have fun while I shoot. And because everybody's happy, you know, and everybody's having a nice day. So everybody will also do their best, and no one will complain like, when is it over, you know? Like, I really don't like that attitude. So like, I just try to have a fun day, and you know, that makes your life just even nicer, you know?
Yeah. What distractions do you have like when it comes to your creativity? Like, is there anything specific that you're just like, it's ruining like my
news?
work?
Yeah. The news, yeah.
You get really affected.
Yeah. It's literally the only thing that really can kill my creative thinking, you know. Like my dad is like, you know, he's I love my dad. He's like the guy I look up to the most. And I remember every time when I came back to school and when I did interior architecture at the last year, I was like really good at it. Like I nailed every test. I nailed every jury, you know, and I mean, figuratively. And every time when I went back to my dad, I said like, yeah, I had like, you know, the, how do you call it in English? When you have like high points, like you graduate with
honors.
Yeah, with honors. Yeah. And then he would always say like, oh yeah, okay, that's good. But there's another exam coming still. Every time we came back with a report card or whatever, it's like, how are the exams? They're like, yeah, I got it with honor or whatever. Yeah, but there's another exam coming. You'll still have to prepare, you know?
The words right out of my parents' mouth. Like, even like if I get a job, I'm like, oh my God, I got a job. Like, they're like, okay, but what are you going to do to get better at the job? I'm like, I don't know. and then it was.
Where is that job going to take you to the next one?
Yeah,
what is that next one?
The second you walk in, you tell them. And I was like, no, let me just like, I don't know, see the office first and then. Okay. Okay, if you could give advice to your younger self, what would you say?
Be patient. I feel like we're all in a rush of like knowing, I don't know, like people that don't know what they want to do and people that start something, have an interest in something. Like we're all in a rush of, you have to make it, and you know, like you have to see your evolution quite fast. And I was also like very impatient kid. I wanted to be everything. Like I play basketball. 2 years later, I already wanted to be pro. You know, like I used to dance. I like, okay, no, I need to go pro. I want to be like one of the best in Belgium. Like it's impossible. You know, these are crafts that people try to master for so many years. And same with photography. Like every creative, it's not only that I give the advice to myself, but every creative, like just from the moment you really believe in yourself and what you're doing, if you're patient, I promise you, like you'll do fine.
At the end of your life, like what would you want to be remembered as?
I wanted to be remembered as someone that at least broke a rule. To like break the rule of normal, you know. I mean, I'm not there yet, I'm not even close, but I really try to deconstruct what is normal, and to put it again together, like what is normal for me, you know. Like it's a bit of the fantasy of a kid, you know. Like you can't tell a kid what is normal, you know. He will make his own thing out of it, you know. If it's something for the kitchen and he uses it as a toy or uses it for something else, it's like he gives it a different meaning or something. And this is actually what I'm very obsessed about, and I hope one day I could be like a part of it, you know. Like, oh yeah, okay, that guy also just like changed what was normal, you know.
That's really nice.
Inshallah.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining.
What do you want to be remembered for?
I don't. Okay.
Why? Okay, yeah. Why do you always get to ask the hard questions. Like this is not such a hard question. And when I
like, I don't know, I just want to be remembered as somebody who like kind of actually the same as you did, like what you're saying. Like, you know.
That's an easy answer.
It is a really somebody who created an impact. I mean, my answer, like if you asked me like 2 years ago and myself as a kid, I'd be like, oh, I want to be an Oscar winner. I want to be remembered as, somebody who created her own art gallery, her own, like all these things. But
yeah.
Like, I just want to be known as somebody who like created an impact. They're like, oh, that I remember like my parents when they talked about her. Like,
yeah. It's possible, right? Like,
that sounds shallow.
I don't hate. I mean, I don't hope you gave up on that. Like because.
I mean,
still do it.
Yeah, it's just like you said, patience takes time. There's so much. This year I've learned like there's so much I have to learn. I really was like super cocky. Like, like every day almost basically, and it humbles me every day. Still full of my.
Yeah. But you just shouldn't be. I mean, it's good to be hard on yourself, but honestly, in the end, isn't it like what we all want? Like, because if you think about it, I always try to think like, okay, how old is the planet?
Yeah.
Millions of years, billions of years. I don't know. Like, I can't say it.
You said yourself, you're like, I'm an aspiring photographer. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's you being too hard on yourself.
But it's good. I mean, I see it as a good thing. Like if you have people around you that keep you grounded and you don't float from the moment, like one article came out about you, you will always stay hungry, like it doesn't matter how many art shows you gave or how many, like it's very hard to maintain a career for 30, 40 years,
Yeah.
Like, to give an example, I will give a very good example. Where's Nelly? You know Nelly from the song.
Yeah.
He was huge. Like this guy was huge. Like, where is he now?
Honestly, you know what though? Somebody just sent me a song of Nelly today, and I was like, oh my god! Like, that's crazy.
I heard a song about Nelly today. That's why I gave it as an example.
I feel like maybe he's sending out these songs to everyone secretly. Honestly, it's been like, I don't know, 10 years since I heard a Nelly song, and I was like, oh, like my childhood.
It was so good. Like you couldn't be more successful than Nelly at that time, And it was like, and this is what I always keep in mind, like all these people that were super successful and then they kind of disappeared, And I think when you stay hungry and you always try to improve, I think you will just last much longer,
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, I'm sorry, but we have to come to an end. Thank you so much for for taking your time.
With pleasure.
And the answer.
With pleasure. I wish I was in Dubai right now doing this, face to face, but I hope it will finish soon and I can come visit again very soon. I hope, inshallah.
I hope so too. And we look forward, obviously, to your work.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.